And here's the personal application. I'm going to get a little more personal now. Just as the Jews were possibly looking to John the Baptist as a deliverer, just as they were looking to him, maybe to be the one that would deliver them from the bondage of Roman rule. Oftentimes in this life, do we not? We look to earthly people, we look to earthly things, and we look to earthly circumstances to deliver us while bypassing the one who actually can. You see, we look for a deliverer in the wrong thing. And this is most seen every 4 years, is it not, during our political election? Every 4 years, when we receive possibly a new president, they make all the promises in the world, heaven and earth, and people get so fired up because they believe that this candidate, this one, whether he's a Republican or Democrat, independent or whatever he is, will be the one that will finally bring peace, finally bring stability, finally bring justice to the world, and every 4 years we're what? Disappointed. You see, we look for a deliverer in the wrong one. Not only do we look for a deliverer in political systems, we look for deliverers in the government. Now, I want to be sensitive as I say this, but if we depend on the government to give us a check every 1st and 15th of the month, while refusing to obey the principles of God, of working, of giving, we will be disappointed because the government will never be a deliverer. It shall be a persecutor in due time. You see, how often do we look to these systems, these man-made institutions, these establishments, and forsake the one who ultimately is our true deliverer, Christ? My dear friends, there is no president, there's no political system, there's no government that will deliver any of us. When the fuel hits the fire, the government will put us to the fire. It won't be our deliverer. What did the government do to Jesus Christ, the Son of God? Did he crucify him? Therefore, if we're looking to a government system to deliver us, we shall be disappointed. What else do we look forward to deliver us? Well, I'm not a man of much money, but I'll just use this as an example. We often look to this, don't we? We say, if I had enough money, all I need is just, a few more $1,000. Or when the income tax comes in, I'll be fine. I'll be good. That's all I need. It's my deliverer. We depend on Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson and some of us George Washington. We expect these dead presidents to deliver us, but the answer is found in the question: how can a dead president deliver you? My dear friends, money will never be our deliverer. I don't have time to tell you the story when the Great Depression hit in 1920. 10 of the most wealthiest men in the United States, when that depression hit, Black Friday, and they lost all their wealth. Out of 10, the wealthiest men within 3 years, half of them had committed suicide. 3 of them ended up in prison. I believe 2 ended up in insane asylums. They looked to money to deliver them their whole life. They looked for security. All in a moment, it's gone. My dear friend, why would you trust something if I had a match or a lighter that could be burned and go to smoke in a moment? Money will never be your savior. Money will never be your deliverer. And just like the Jews who were looking to John the Baptist as possibly their Christ, they were disappointed, and you'll be too. My dear friends, don't look to these things as your deliverer. Look to Christ as the Son of God. Look to Him to deliver you from sin and shame and guilt and burden and bondage and fear and fretting and any other thing that living in a fallen world can bring. It is Christ who is given as the deliverer. He is the anointed one. And John the Baptist got it right. Luke, echoing me, I am not he. It's him.